step by step by step, your civil liberties are being destroyed. You may not feel it today, but you can see it. You can see it. And the media are ignoring it. Professors in law schools are ignoring it. Commentators are ignoring it. Because it requires some focused attention and analysis. But it is out of control already. What did Joe DeGenova, Victoria Tonsing, John Eastman, Rudy Giuliani, another lawyer by the name of Corcoran, what do they all have in common? They're all conservatives. They're all Republicans. They're all people of high integrity and ethics. They're individuals with remarkable careers and reputations. And the federal government's trying to destroy them. And they're not alone. The federal government is trying to destroy all these lawyers. They're trying to disbar some of them. They're trying to ruin them. What's the purpose of a lawyer? What's the purpose of having a lawyer? Does anybody know? So you can be represented. Particularly when the case involves the Constitution, you can be represented and protected. Your unalienable rights. What are the Bill of Rights about? They're about your unalienable rights. The Constitution doesn't place limitations on you. It places limitations on them, the government, and the power of the government. The framers of the Constitution wanted an orderly society, but they wanted to contain the power of government because they were abused by government. They fought a hostile government. So they created separation of powers. So they created under each article very specific powers that each branch would have, and the government generally. They were specific about the federal powers, and all the rest of the powers were to be left to the states. There's not a single word in there about the massive administrative state that exists today. Not a word in there about U.S. attorneys and the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Department of Justice. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. The Constitution is trying to protect your liberty, your sovereignty, the circle of liberty around you, as de Tocqueville put it, that the government may not penetrate in order to prevent the government from molesting you. The Declaration of Independence is the most concise statement of why we have this country. To protect the individual, your unalienable rights. That no government can take. They're God-given. They're God-given rights. We've come a far way, haven't we? From the Declaration, and a far way from respecting the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, which reflects so much of what's in the Declaration, particularly the Ninth Amendment. This issue with lawyers is very, very important. The government has thousands and thousands of lawyers, including prosecutors. Prosecutors in 93 offices of United States attorneys. Prosecutors in offices at the Main Justice Department in Washington, D.C. They're everywhere. And that's just the feds. I'm not even talking about state and county. They have enormous power because they have unlimited resources. The investigative and prosecutorial process alone can destroy somebody, even if they're 100% innocent. It can destroy somebody's reputation. It can destroy somebody's life. It can destroy their family. It can force them to sell their homes. It can destroy their businesses. Just the fact, the existence of an investigation. Awful lot of authority is placed in these prosecutors in their offices to uphold the Constitution, even though they are not constitutionally created. And so if you get prosecutors who are rogue, who are out of control, and yet self-righteous, if you get prosecutors who hide behind the curtain when they do their work, or leak to the media about what they're doing, when you get prosecutors who are looking to twist the rules of evidence, to twist courtroom proceedings, to twist the law, and to do so in a jurisdiction, yes, I should say venue, more accurate, where they know that the people they're investigating and the people that they're targeting have no chance at a fair trial, like Washington, D.C., or any major city when it comes to most Republicans and certainly Trump supporters, or Trump himself, then the Constitution's violated. So where do you go to fix this? Well, that's what judges are for. But what if the judges are of the same mindset? And they have no intention of putting a prosecutor in his or her place. Or they won't allow for the changing of venue. What do you do then? You have no recourse. There is no recourse. It's over. Your life is over. That's why this is so important. And if this can be done to powerful people, if this can be done to famous people, if this can be done to people with fantastic reputations in the law, it can be done to anybody. And it is. And it's getting worse and worse and worse.